are crews in one sentence?
Wait.
Oh man.
Crews are a place where you laugh, find family, find close friends, eat good food. Most places, sometimes it's bad food, but you just work through it. And it's a place where you find a breakthrough with other people who are walking this life the same with you.
Crews are a space to belong.
I would say that church is where you learn about Jesus, but crew is where you become more like Jesus.
Crews is friends, crews is family, crews are fun, crews are enlightening about what you're feeling and about what you learned throughout the crew.
So crews to me really are just a place that I have found a place that I can be honest, a place where I can have fun, and a place where I have made really great relationships.
Crew is where strangers become friends and friends become fam.
What is your favorite crew memory?
Oh man. I can only pick one.
My personal crew Can I try again? What was the question?
I led a creative crew, and that really opened up our minds to looking beyond creativity and how Jesus can really impact your creativity and what you know about it.
I used to have crew at a place called Starbucks. You might have heard of that company. It's a pretty small business here in the USA. We were sitting in a circle in a corner having this awesome crew about something probably deep, right? And this guy was overhearing, and he stopped, turned around, and asked us, like, hey, what is this? And we were just telling him, hey, we're part of this church at New Life, and this is our crew, kind of like a small group, like a study group. And he said, is it cool if I sit down? So he sat down, and he did this whole crew with us. He asked great questions. He was laughing, had a great time. And then the following week he came back, and then the following week he came back, and he eventually came to church, and he brought his son. And I got to meet him at one of our services. He says, you know, I love this place because my kid loves this place. He has so much fun. And that was one of my all-time favorite memories of crew.
2 of our crew members joined individually, and they both became very great friends to me and my husband. And we did about 4 or 5 seasons together, about 1.5 years, and now we are actually going to be attending their wedding in July. So essentially they did meet through our crew. So that is absolutely my like my heart moment for sure.
My favorite crew memory would have to be from last season, and it was our last crew. We went to a brand new restaurant, and we had so much fun just hanging out and talking about the word, and a lot of friendships and memories were made that night.
We did a marriage crew a few seasons ago, and one of the couples was really struggling. They just had a lot going on, and so our crew behind the scenes rallied.
One of my favorite crew memories would be a season ago when one of our girls had a birthday, and we literally surprised her with a cake and dessert, and it was so memorable because I took a step back and all the other girls had really owned that night, and you just looked on them and their genuine happiness and care for one another, and you knew that lifelong friendships were being made that night.
What would you say to the individual who has never joined the crew?
Do it.
Why not? You gotta do it.
Come with me. I'm doing this, crew. This is what it is. This is when it is. I'd love to see you there with me. It doesn't have to be weird. It doesn't have to be difficult.
Join a crew that you think you would fit well in. So especially if it's your first crew, I would say do something that you're comfortable with. If you're a brand new mom, do a crew that's, with a bunch of young moms. Or if you're single, do a single crew, because then you're gonna relate and create friendships even faster because you have a similarity between that group of people.
Give it a try. Trust me. Every time I joined a crew, there was always that thought like, hey, it's gonna take time out of my schedule, or it's gonna be another thing. But every time I've joined a crew, I've always become better, and I've always been able to grow in a better way with people who are walking this life out. So just give it a try. And trust me, you're not gonna regret it.
You know, we're coming to the end of this pandemic, and there's another pandemic going on. It's the pandemic of loneliness. And who in your life actually knows who you are? We're longing for connection. And so who in your life, when they ask you how you're doing, actually get a real answer? Crew is a space to be real. It's a place to be vulnerable, which honestly can be scary at times. But that's what Jesus calls us to. He calls us to step out in faith, although it's scary, because on the other side is something beautiful, meaningful, and we draw the best of each other. We need Crew, we need each other.
You gotta get over the reasons why you can't and really just do it. Make it happen. Find a crew that works for your schedule, but you know, don't let the fear and the what ifs stop you. This is just, it's just something that once you do it, you'll completely and totally understand why.
Don't be afraid. The first time is a little scary, but once you get through it, you'll never regret it and you'll never turn back. I can't live without crews.
I would just invite them to come, experience it for yourself, and give it a chance. Just show up and give it a chance, and watch yourself build friendships that you will never forget.